this industrial action that has added itself to this political movement has certainly emboldened the protesters who are gathering here in Tahrir Square. There is an awareness here in the middle of the square that the rest of Egypt is very much watching and beginning to take part in this in ever greater numbers. And the fact that these strikes are based on economic concerns, what you see is people, different bodies of workers going out striking, asking for higher wages, for protesting against the cost of living. And of course this fuels in a sense the movement. People here in Tahrir Square realize that not only have they secured this particular part of the Egyptian capital, but actually that the word is spreading well beyond, and that many more Egyptians, ordinary Egyptians out in the countryside and out in the other Egyptian cities are beginning to ask for the same thing they're asking for, which is the end of Mubarak's regime.
Now, the foreign minister had some very menacing words this Thursday. How is the government reacting to these ongoing protests?
Well, increasingly brittly, and I think it's an indication of the fact that it feels its corner. For a few days over the weekend, we wondered whether the strategy wasn't to hope that this movement petered out, and perhaps that would have been the right move and an indication of the regime's strength. In fact, what we've seen are increasingly brittle attitudes and harsh words coming from the government, both from the Vice President and the Foreign Minister, an indication perhaps of the fact that the government senses that as this movement grows, its own legitimacy and hold on power weakens. And tomorrow, which will be the big day of prayer, Friday, of course, when many, many more people are planning to come to the square. It's difficult to imagine how they'll fit in, because as it is this Thursday afternoon, it is jam-packed. The government will be feeling ever more nervous, I suspect.